Hello, this is Reverend Gary Kennedy with today's Spot of God. I know there are certain circumstances where situations come up and people say, well, what can I do? And the response sometimes is, well, I can pray about that situation. I can pray for that person. And sometimes people think, well, is that all? Isn't there more? Yes, there often is more that we can do, but I don't want us to ever underestimate the power of prayer. I was reading in the book of Ephesians recently about the armor of God. And you've heard me preach about this before, where the Apostle Paul likens spiritual strength and spiritual trusting of God to armor that was used in battle in his day and age. And so he talked about the things that are important for spiritual protection, the belt of truth. In other words, telling the truth, living the truth, the breastplate of righteousness, living a holy and godly life, doing what's right, having the shield of faith to deflect things, arrows of attack against you, faith in God, the helmet of salvation, the sword of God, which is the Word of God or the Bible. But here's what I want you to remember. In putting on the armor of God or holding fast to the concepts of spiritual strength and biblical truths, what the Apostle Paul finishes with or culminates with is the concept of prayer. He says, do all these things, but pray in the Spirit. Pray at all times, in all situations. It's interesting to me that reading John Wesley, the founder of the Methodist movement, in making reference to the whole armor of God, John Wesley said the same thing. The armor is important, but it must be surrounded in prayer. So when things come up and you don't know how to act, how to respond, sometimes the first thing, the best thing is prayer that then leads us into trusting other things or doing other things. But the power of prayer should never be minimized by people of faith. Be people who pray first, pray often, pray continually. And in doing that, we are in the presence of God. Then we know what to do. Then we know what comes next. Say your prayers. Dwell in prayer. Be with God in prayer. God bless you. Hold fast to that.